Did I go live? Okay. My laptop just crashed, like it just completely shut down. So I have to restart my stream, man. I had to restart my stream. Right. Ah, just some broke boy shit. Just some broke streamer shit. Ah, okay, I'm live. Uh, Wait, I still haven't gotten the Twitch. Bitrate is bad. How the fuck is bitrate bad? It's actually good. Why does it say it's bitrate bad? It's unstable. How the fuck is it unstable? Why the fuck is it unstable? So there are a few things that I don't understand. Streaming is one of them. I ain't gonna lie. Hello. Okay, why the fuck is my stream unstable? Hopefully it becomes stable one day. We all can pray. Praying is the last thing that I could do in order for my stream to get better. But I didn't have any plans for today, man. I'm just trying to learn some art and to draw, and that's all I've been doing all day. I didn't actually think about trying to do anything because I can play games when I'm free or whenever I'm bored. But it's just I can't live stream it. As you guys saw, as you guys might experience, my laptop crashes just by like surfing the internet or like using Google Chrome. I can't play any games so that for my stream it will crash. I have to keep an eye on it like a child. So I'm for the past few days I'm becoming a very analog person where I have completely avoided my laptop and my mobile, and I've been trying to draw some shit. I've been trying to read this book, man. I've been trying to finish this book. I ain't gonna lie. This is some book that I bought, I think, last year or no, it's actually February, I think. This is some book that I'm trying to read. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. It's actually good. It's just my brain me just it's just hard for me to complete a book, man. It's a me problem, not this book problem. It's actually pretty good. That book is a what is it called, a sci-fi book. It's a sci-fi book, you know right. I'm just checking if my live stream is stable or not, because Twitch is saying that my live stream is not stable, and it is freaking me out because I am pushing it in a bit rate, and my laptop is not overheating according to at least to my knowledge. It's not overheating. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. So today, what's the plan? Trying to learn art, some art. Should I learn constructor? Oh my god, this is some shit that I don't know. It's like I know where to start, but it is the discipline hurting me, man. It is the discipline hurting me. I don't know if I want to draw or don't know if I want to start by drawing an arm or just a random, like a human anatomy. No, the first thing that I want to draw. Okay, maybe a face. How to draw a face, because drawing a face is always useful, right? You can always use it. There is a billion videos on how to draw a face, man. There is a billion videos on how to draw a face. It's just I just need one good video. I mean, there are a lot of good videos. I'm not blaming any of these YouTubers. It's just my brain. I think it might be a practice aspect where I should just practice a lot instead of blaming these YouTubers. Should I like okay, this video is 30 minutes long, which is good. That's good for me. That is good for me. Anybody typed? Last stream, I realized that somebody typed, and I had to scroll down in order for me to realize that somebody typed in my chat. I'm not gonna make the same mistake again. Okay. It's stable. It's working. Let's see.
Type in code David Finch for a 15% discount. This video is a breakdown of how to draw heads using the Loomis method. Andrew Loomis was a very prominent magazine and advertising illustrator, but he's by far and away remembered and best known for his series of instructional art books. His books are an absolute goldmine and count.
And I have, when oh my god, during my college days, I used to refer a lot of Andrew Loomis method. Yes, I did do game designing for my degree, and in that degree, art was a subject. I did pass, but I didn't pass with good marks. I just passed, like barely passed in my art class. So I know the basics of art and the all those basic shits to pass an exam. It's just I'm not a professional in it, or like I'm not great
Countless
at it.
illustrators and comic artists have based the foundation of their career on his work. I'm David Finch. I've been a comic book artist for over 25 years. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe and share with your friends. It really helps out the channel.
I will like and subscribe. I actually like this guy. He's pretty useful. His videos are useful. You guys should watch it if you guys are watching
To
my
start drawing the
video.
Loomis head, we're going to start at the very beginning and explore the simple shape that we'll be constructing our entire head off of, and that is the sphere. I'm not going to use a template to draw my spheres. What I'm going to do is just lightly sketch. And you can see I've got a mess of lines all over the place, but because I'm going very lightly, this is something that I can lighten down, and I can get a pretty good sphere just on my own without using a template. Just by
Not to flex, but I think I can draw a circle without, let me try. I mean, I ghost a lot, which is a bad habit. Without ghosting, how do I draw a circle without ghosting? I mean, that's instead of ghosting, let's just draw. Okay, that's a fine circle, at least for me. I'm gonna show the end result at the end of the video. Now I'm not gonna show you guys what I'm
kind of
drawing.
molding it with a pencil like that. Now from here, what we need to do is define an axis. And with Loomis, what he does is he draws a line through the sphere, and it really can be at any angle. We're going to choose the angle.
Okay, I'm gonna copy it word for word, bar for bar. I'm not gonna do any shit new. I'm just gonna copy it just to see like a b variation. Okay, this is some
That he uses in his first
exact
example where
carbon
he
copy of whatever David is doing on screen, so that you guys can see the skill difference between him and
really
me.
describes this, and he actually uses a nail. And so let's go ahead and do that.
I mean, it's
And so the nail's going to
nail.
intersect with my sphere right here, and it's going to come out the bottom here. And so I'm going to draw my opposing axis across that this way. Now, if I was to
Okay, an opposing axis for my shit. Okay, first the position, man. The fuck is my position? Uh, okay, I hate this circle, but
draw through,
practice.
I would end up with a line along the back, just like this. And I'm going to draw another line for my sphere this way. And so that's going to represent our brow and the front of our face here. This will be our
The fuck?
brow.
Okay.
This will be the front of our face. We need
So wait, that's my friend. Wait, that's bad, right? For me, not like that's bad for me if I start with an angle. I should start with a straight face, right? Just for you guys to know, I'm not good at drawing face. I can draw background or anything character, anything other than character I can draw. I have confidence to draw it. It's just something characters have aura, and I just fail at drawing characters, man. So based on Andrew Loomis method, okay, that seems
One
fine.
more line, and that is going to be this axis along here. Let's make sure
Okay,
that that is defined well enough to make it clear. So none of that is perfect. I'm not using a ruler or trying to be incredibly clean with it, because the point is this needs to be something that you can get comfortable sketching over time on your own very, very quickly. So now from here, I'm going to
wait,
lose my pin.
my shit is bad. It's so bad. Oh, no, 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 no. Let me
And I'm going
keep
to
it.
draw this sphere from a bunch of different angles, just drawing a sphere. And so if I was to draw it from the front, we'll go a little bit smaller here.
Okay,
So here's a sphere. We're looking directly at the front of it.
so I think the practice. So I think the practice to do is to like, how do I say it? How do I call it? What's the name for it? To draw a bunch of spears until you can nail a spear. Dear Lord, when I get to heaven, take my way. I hope I don't get copyright strike because of my beautiful voice.
And so that means I'm going to intersect it this way, and that's going to be this line here. And then this line will be right through the center, just like this. And my pin, if it were there, you would just see the head of it right there. And this line here is going to be invisible. It's the outside of my sphere. I'm going to draw another sphere. And this time, I'm going to draw my axis down through this way. And so my center line will be here.
Wow, looking bottom,
And then
that makes sense.
my brow line will be here. I got a little shallow there. And because I'm tilted
Wow.
up, it's going to tilt this axis forward. And you can see it's basically a 90-degree angle. Let's try and make that as clearly 90 degree as I can, just estimating. And so it's going to be just about there. And I'm going to draw my third axis.
Okay, this might be a personal thing. I am not confident with my lines, and I also hate like drawing on the same line that I just draw, because for me it doesn't looks like David's art. For me it looks like a I know this might sound bad, but it seems like I have a paralysis and I'm trying to, make my hand work again.
Through here. And what I've done here is really just draw the opposite of this. Now, if we're to look at the head from the side, what you'd really end up with is just the pin sticking out, just like this. So there's my pin. Instead of drawing a whole other head from the side, that's really what you would get. And so you can draw this in infinite number of angles, but I think that really covers the basic concept right there. And so now that we have that, we're going to move on to the next basic concept that Loomis covers. And let me go ahead and draw a sphere. My axis, I'll go just a little bit more shallow this time. We'll come through just like this, and I'll have it connect right there. And so let me draw my center line here, and that's going to be my center line of the face and my brow right there. And I'm going to draw
Okay, this seems interesting for me because I drew the same shit, and since he is left-handed, he drew it like that, and since I'm right-handed, I drew it like the way I drew. Oh my god, this is interesting for me. Okay, just to for you guys to show the progress, right? Wait, let me. So this is the progress so far. So this is me drawing. So this is me drawing with my right hand, and as you guys can see, it is facing this way. And you guys saw how what David drew. I'm not here to explain. You guys saw that video, and these are the circles. These are my spears that have been nailed for some reason. I'm gonna, I'm gonna go with it, but I'm gonna go with it, but it's
The
hard.
line through here for the other axis. You should see just a little bit of this connection here under the ball. And now if I draw another line just about here on my sphere and draw it all the way through, I'm going to draw it flat. This is a flat surface. This line here is going to flatten, and so is this. And I'm going to end up pulling this point in to just about here. And so let's go ahead and erase the piece that we just cut off. And essentially what we did is we just created a slice. And what I have left over is something just about
Wait,
like this.
how do I cut off?
And we've gone ahead and cut that off. And so we've ended up with a slice. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It won't be quite as visible because it's around the other side. And that slice there much more closely represents the actual shape of the head instead of a sphere, which is much too round. And so that's all some pretty basic conceptual stuff. What we're going to do now is we're going to take what we did, and I'll use the same angle from my first example. This is going to be my brow line, my center line, and the next thing that I need to establish is my hairline. And so that's going to be just about here. On a face that's directly from the side, it would be just
Wait,
about
this
here.
is
But since we're
so.
looking up at it, you see less of the top of the head above it. And so I'm going to take that distance and I'm going to duplicate it here. And then I'm going to duplicate it again here. You can measure it if you really want to be very, very accurate. As a matter of fact, I think I went a little bit long here. And so let's go ahead and erase that. I tend to, at this angle, start to come out just a little bit longer toward the bottom, because as things get closer, they get a little larger, and as things get further away, they get smaller. But we're going to keep this as simple as possible and try and keep my distances the same. And so I've got a straight line drawn out. I'm not following the curve down because obviously the face is flat coming off of the sphere. And so the next thing that I want to establish is a line for my cheek along either side of the face. And so I've got a line
Wait, this
here,
is
and I've got a
bad. This is bad for me because my shit doesn't looks. It's not even close to what he drew. I'm gonna redraw it so that at least I could try to get it. But holy fuck, I'm no way near his not art style, but like his progress. I don't understand it fundamentally. So that's my center point. This is my forehead. This is my brow line. This is my nose. This is my mouth, and this is my face. I think that's how it works. And I have to like call it there. I have to like call it here, and this is my case. And I think this cuts off like here, so that this joins here. And if this cuts off like that, I think that, holy fuck, what a fucking jawline that is. That's some genuine ass. But we have
line
it.
here, and you can see that this line automatically comes in and is foreshortened as it rounds around the head. And because you have that sphere line as a reference, it makes it fairly easy to get that established. I'm going to go ahead and connect that
Okay,
down
this makes a lot
to my
more
chin
sense now that I
on both
erased and
sides.
redraw it.
And I'm going to draw my ear connecting from this point here, and that's level with the brow. And the bottom of the ear ends up being level with the nose. Let's make that just a little bit bigger then. And so now my
Proportions
jaw
or something.
is going to connect from just in front of that point right here. And my mouth is going to be just about halfway, depending on.
Pause. Okay, just pause for a second. One, two, three, four. Why the fuck is there a fifth line for him? How the fuck did he draw five lines? Okay, his lines are bigger than mine, so he has five lines. So if I draw one, two, three, four, wait, that's only three. One. Why did I? Okay, that's eyebrow. That's a nose. That's a mouth, and that's my chin. I have a mouth line. Bruh, bruh.
Depending on the
Man,
person and their face, it can be a little higher, it can be a little lower, but for an idealized face, it's going to be just about halfway. And I'm going to extend a line back from
wait.
that.
That's my head. That's my brow. That's my nose. And that's my jaw. That is my ear. It might be confusing for you guys on what the fuck I'm even trying to talk about, but man, let me tell you something. My shit ain't cooking. Like, okay, it's cooking. Wait a minute, it's cooking. It has been raw, but you know, it's still cooked. That's my ear, and wait, that's no. A problem with me is I skip class, and when I skip class, I ended up with my own shit. I can't follow through a class for some reason. Like my brain is like once my brain figures it out, it enters this curiosity mode where Muthu, you should Muthu figure it out on your own. You have a brain, Muthu. Try to figure it out on your own. And this is the shit that I just cooked. Let me show you guys something. Like it looks like a human face, not gonna lie, but it's no way near what David drew. Why does mine look like so square? Like my face is not square. If you guys can see my face, it's very oval, right? Yeah, it's very oval or elongated or whatever the fuck that you guys want to call it. This face right here, it's more square. This face that I tried to draw is more, it's not even a face. Man,
And that's going to give me the back of my jaw. And now I'm just going to connect this up here. And I'm going to draw a line through. And that's going to give me my other side. So we can see just a little bit of the bottom of the jaw there. And so the next thing we need to do is start to establish our features and the planes of the face. And I'm going to go ahead and start with
he has a face. I'm still not satisfied with my face. So I think I just have to practice until I get a face. Is that how face works? Like this is the reason why I can't say I skipped Loomis method or like I didn't even try to learn to draw a face. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't even learn how to draw a human. I skipped the human anatomy because I couldn't figure it out in order to even in okay that's I couldn't figure human anatomy because it was hard. Yes, it sounds like I just gave up on it. I'm not making excuses. I think my lines are small. So that's my brow line, right? My nose should be over here. My nose feel like my nose is too close to my okay, that's brow. At least my nose should be here. So that's my end of the jaw. You cut a piece of cake, you cut a piece of cake, right? And then you connect this jaw. You at least try to connect this jaw. Oh my god, that sharp jaw. This is some sharp jaw. Okay. Is that how a jaw works? Mm, that's why anatomy work exists, right? What did he say? A jaw connects. What did he say about a jaw? A jaw connects in where does a jaw connects?
this example. This is going to be my brow line, my center line. And the next thing that I need to establish is my hairline. And so that's going to be just about here.
Okay,
On a
my
face that's directly
hairline.
from the side, it would be just about here. But since we're looking up at it, you see less of the top of the head above it. And so I'm going to take that distance and I'm going to duplicate it here. And then I'm going to duplicate it again here. You can measure it if you really want to be very, very accurate. As a matter of fact, I think I went a little bit long here. And so let's go ahead and erase that. I tend to, at this angle, start to come out just a little bit longer toward the bottom, because as things get closer, they get a little larger, and as things get further away, they get smaller. But we're going to keep this as simple as possible and try and keep my distances the same. And so I've got a straight line drawn out. I'm not following the curve down because obviously the face is flat coming off of the sphere. And so the next thing that I want to establish is a line from my cheek along either side of the face.
Wait, what category am I in? Wait, wait, I need to check a few things. Just try to try it. Just check it.
This line automatically comes in and is foreshortened as it rounds around the head. And because you have that sphere line as a reference, it makes it fairly easy to get that established. I'm going to go ahead and connect that down to my chin on both sides. And I'm going to draw my ear connecting from this point here, and that's level with the brow. And the bottom of the ear ends up being level with the nose. Let's make that just a little bit bigger then. And so now my jaw is going to connect from just in front of that point right here. And my mouth is going to be just about halfway. Depending on the person and their face, it can be a little higher, it can be a little lower, but for an idealized face, it's going to be just about halfway. And I'm going to extend a line back from that, and that's going to give me the back of my jaw. And now I'm just going to connect this up here, and I'm going to draw a line through, and that's going to give me my other side. So we can see just a little bit of the bottom of the jaw there. And so the next thing we need to do is start to establish
Okay, this might be some what beginner shit, but my face, I'm not satisfied with my face the way it is. I think that's what every human might have felt at the moment they first draw their face. But this is not my first time drawing a face. Trust me, this is my like I have been trying to draw a face since 2021. So like it's been 5 years since I started. I'm trying to draw a face. Usually, when I draw a face, I skip a couple of portions. I skip a couple of parts, and then I get it. Okay, I don't know why I erased it, but I should have showed you guys because I'm streaming. I forget sometimes, I forget that you guys exist because there is no one here to talk with me, but that's a me problem, not a you guys problem. So this is uncanny. So far, the only face that I'm satisfied is the square face that I first drew, that I first show you guys. Other than that, I'm not satisfied with any of my faces, man. Like it's pretty not as it's just pretty basic. I mean, I don't want everybody to be like what Ichigo or Gojo, I just want a pretty face, a pretty in the sense of like a standard face for a character. Okay, that seems fine, right? Yeah, that seems fine. That's my nose. Wait, my nose is too small. That's my nose, maybe. Now my nose feels too big. Let's not worry about nose and shit. Okay, that's my nose. That's my mouth. I'm gonna give everybody the same hairstyle because you know why not? Who's here to ask me? Who is here to ask? Nobody. I tried to look at the chat and there is 0% here. Okay, the face I'm satisfied with is not the face that I'm happy with. No, wrong. The face that I drew is not the face that I'm satisfied or happy with. Yeah, that makes even better sense. Like, look at this drawing. Doesn't he looks as like what the fuck is that? This is some. That's the square face that I first drew, and then that's the second face that I drew. It still looks like a face. It has the shape of a face, but it's just not something like extraordinary, all right? Even when I try to draw someone beautiful, I'm just drawing someone that just looks like me. Okay, I know. How do I fix it? That's the neck, maybe the neck. Nah, that's ass. Let's see what he is trying to do. Nah, I ain't gonna continue until I get a shape for a face. I'm not gonna go for a nose, man. Like, I need a face, like at least the shape of a face that I'm satisfied with. I'm getting the face shape right. I'm just not satisfied because it's all ass. Wait, maybe I might understand why I'm not getting the shape face because I'm not dissecting it properly. I should dissect shit properly, man. What kind of ass way of dissecting am I doing? I'm not dissecting anything properly. So the way you should dissect is if it's a front, you cut both the sides, right? You cut both the sides and then you draw. That's the front of a face. But when you try to angle it, I get lost because I don't know how to dissect a human face. So let me try to angle this cutting right. So this is my pin. My pin is over there, and my shit is over here. And then what? How do I dissect it? So there will be another. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Wow. I know this sounds bad, but like I'm drawing. I'm drawing. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to wait. I'm starting to believe. Wait. How does the fuck? How does that work? How? Okay. So if I take it, okay, I took it apart. Okay, I took both of these apart, right? At least that's what I'm fooling myself with. That's my ear. My ear should be there, and then let's assume that's my shit, and that's okay. This is the portion where I need to lock in. This is the portion where I need to lock in. So that ends up if I cut it like that, right? Does that make sense? No, that's ass. Um, Audio listeners, it's gonna be so bad for audio listeners because not even like I understand you guys are only seeing my face. I get it, but like I'm trying to keep it a secret, man. And I don't have the equipments to show you guys my drawing, but whatever. So yeah, I don't understand face, man. Fuck. I don't understand face. I understand. I understand friend perspective, but holy fuck, is it hard for me to draw a face? Uh, don't know if that is like, okay. What? Okay, okay, I have a face. I just need to draw it now. Let me go into my sitting position. Where do I start? Wait, I know how to do this shit. Just wait. When I get to heaven, man, Bleach is peak. I've been throughout my Instagram. I'm only seeing Orihime edits, man. It's peak. Bleach is peak. What do I do here? Whiteboard. Do I need a whiteboard? Oh, fuck it. Who gives a shit? It's my computer. Let's do a whiteboard. Yeah. Uh, okay, let's just draw. Right. Let's just draw. Wow, that's bad. That makes sense. Okay. This I'm butchering. Oh my god, I'm butchering this beautiful human being. He does not deserve it, man. Holy fuck. Why what am I doing to him? This is some weird angle, ain't gonna lie. How the fuck does he get in this angle? Right. Holy fuck, I can draw for shit. Like look at this shit. This is the image, right? That's the image on the screen that I need to draw. Wait, am I leaking shit? I might leak shit. I might have leaked it. Yeah. Wait, that's a bad thing, man. Okay, look at this. Like this is the human that I try to draw, right? That's the human that I try to draw. And then you want to see what I ended up drawing. You see the problem here. Like you see the difference between that and that. I am fundamentally wrong, man. I'm just wrong fundamentally. And I know people are gonna be like, Muttu, use the Loomis method. Use the method, man. Use the. Bruh, I don't understand how it works. I need a dumber method than that. It's already dumb. Muttu, it's already dumb. Which I need a even dumber method, man. My brain can't handle that much stupidity. I want an even dumber method. Wait, I might have found a dumber method. Holy fuck. What is that jaw? That is some jaw. That is some jaw shit. Like, I don't know if a human can have that much jaw. Holy fuck, this is bad. Holy fuck, that's bad. I look like I do a caveman. Just wrong, man. I'm just wrong. I'm always wrong. Yeah. I used to be I used to able to be draw face, man. What happened to the good old Muttu? What happened to the old Muttu? The what is that? How does that song go? The old Kanye, the new Kanye. Why is the new Kanye? You know, like however it goes. I think this is my redemption. I think that's my redemption. You know, at least that seems like a face, right? It's not the most beautiful face, but it is at the end of the day, for me, it's a face. Shit, I feel bad for the characters, man. I personally feel bad for the characters that I'm gonna create through my art because they are gonna be born ugly. They don't deserve it, but they just are gonna be born ugly, man. I'm sorry. Oof, and they have lazy IGGs and they have cross IGGs. Wait, think I'm trying to see the flaw. Okay, wait. Just wait. What am I even trying to do? Okay. Why am I trying to do this? Why am I drawing in the middle of the night for zero viewers? Look at this, man. This is the new character. That's the new character. Wait, how does work? How does yeah, that holy fuck, Muthu figure it out. That's the new face that I drew. Is it good? No, is it bad? Yes. But you know, it's a face. At least for my eyes, it looks like a face. I'm fooling myself basically. It's not a face. It doesn't look like a face. I'm just a scam. I'm just a fraud. I'm a con artist. That's a mouth. That's the brow line. That's the mouth, and that's the nose. Wow, that's a long nose. That's the eye. That's the eye. Then that. Okay, nose, and that should be the mouth. Then it's a long jaw. Holy fuck, a long nose, and then a mouth, and then a jaw. What about the neck? No neck, no hair. Who gives a shit about hair? Holy forehead. Yeah, GG's. I'm gonna be making comic in like 2050 when I finally figure out how to draw a fucking face. I need like a what do they call it? In the old days or for the kids, people like my mom used to hold my hand and you know make me write, right? Like she used to do this, right? That's how you used to teach kids how to write, and I need that type of treatment, man. Because my brain can't process how to draw a face and my hand cannot handle it. I'm trying to recreate a method that somebody thought, right? That's how my brain goes, or that's how I'm trying to do. It's like Loomis method exists and I'm trying to recreate it. So far, unfortunately, it's not working. Holy shit, so many mosquitoes. I need to find a new method in order for me to draw some face. I need a new method for me to draw some face, man. Why do I look homeless? I look homeless. Maybe that's just me. Ah, the reason why I quit that video is because he drew a face. and I can't even draw a not a perfect but at least a stable face, like a satisfying face. All my face are uncanny. All my face are, not what's the word? It doesn't even looks like a face. It's unnatural. It's not natural. Sometimes, for some characters, even with a different art style, faces look natural. For me, it just doesn't looks natural. When I'm using the Loomis method, when I'm freestyle drawing it, I feel like I know how to draw a basic face. Like, where is it? Is it there? Is it should be okay? That's it. Where is my finger? Finger? Okay. See, look at here. This is the one that I'm talking about. Doesn't that looks like a face? If I draw a if I draw a trap, shoulder muscles, and then an ear, and then a hair. Oh, I mean it's not good. It's just not bad. I can draw a face. I can draw eyes. I can draw a mouth, and maybe that's it. Um, I'm gonna practice a lot more drawing, and I have to practice a lot more. I'm gonna practice couple of shit. Anyways, I didn't feel like going live, but then in my brain, I was like, man, I should go live. Uh, I'm still not, what's the word? I'm still not fully brain freeze. What is the word that I'm trying to say? I still don't know when I want to go. Okay, no, that's not the word. I still don't know what type of content that I'm gonna be making because of my, hardware problems. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I still don't know what type of content that I'm gonna be posting because I used to have a pipeline or like an idea of what I want to do. I tried a few things, it didn't work. So right now I am back to the scoreboard or like blackboard. I am back to the blackboard where I have to figure out new things so that I can do for my live streams and just make YouTube videos. I guess I might stop making YouTube videos. I don't know because life happens. I might stop making YouTube videos. It's been 2 years since I've been trying to do this shit and I don't know if it's gonna work. I mean, I don't know. It's not like me saying it's not gonna work. I just don't know if it's gonna work. With the current setup that I have, especially like I can't play League, I can't play Valorant, I can't do like a gaming shit, which is like my most, which is the thing that I want to do the most, to play games, and then I don't think that I can do it. So, you know, shit happens. Anyways, I'm gonna be practicing some more face method, face drawing, and hopefully I will share the progress with you guys. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Thanks for watching this live stream, and I will see you guys on another live stream or on another video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you